James Helder, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. With me, I've got Jono the Beard Carroll. Got to say, mate, that is one impressive chin strap.
Thanks, my man. Yeah, it sounds good until you're walking through an airport and you're getting searched everywhere you go. It's good,
say,
yeah. It's all
that
good.
would take me 6 years to grow a beard.
Yeah,
like
it'd take me 2 months to grow this, man. If we
That's
shaved
incredible.
off today, I'd have it for the fight.
That's incredible. Does it affect the jabs when the jabs are being thrown? Do you have a little bit of protection?
Nah, not really. Maybe they can see it and they throw for it and I just punch it straight through the beard or something, you know what I mean? I don't know, but nah, there's no really protection in it. I oil it up so it's nice and soft, you know, it's a bit springy.
Will you keep that for fight night?
Yeah, of course, why not?
You're not worried about weight, adding on an extra stone of beard?
Nah. Mate, my weight is really good already, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty confident in making weight handy. Like I'm at to been training ages now. I'm at to been training nearly the past 6 weeks. You know, I'm constantly at it. Like I'm not just a fighter that goes in the gym and trains for a fight. You know, I constantly stay active and stay busy. So my weight is never an issue. Like, you know, I had Nando's before that last fight. Had Nando's the day before and 2 days before. You know what I mean? So, and it wasn't like just like I'll get a little bit. I gave the missus the chicken, all right, the skin off the chicken, all the spicy bit. But I was still eating me full chicken and all me potatoes and everything else. So, nah, I make weight handy. Weight is good.
Big opportunity, big fight for yourself, a chance to steal the show.
Yeah, very exciting.
John Boy Quigley, undefeated, coming to put it on the line.
Yeah.
I know you like these tests.
I love these tests.
Opportunities, don't you?
Well, come here. Ever since I've started boxing, I've had a couple of big opportunities. You know, I had the one in Dublin for the prize fighter. Then the prize fighter I grabbed with both hands, and then when I went to the Fury and Klitschko fight, I grabbed with both hands too. You know, my first 10 rounder. So all these big tests, I'm happy to take these tests. It's what boxing's all about, you know what I mean? It brings the excitement back to boxing. It's with that fight there the other day with the Joshua and the Klitschko and all, you know, we need big fights like this, you know what I mean? We do. We need really interesting fights because it gets the fans talking, and with both of us being two undefeated fighters, you know, it makes for that little bit of someone's all gotta go and a bit of hype, you know what I mean? So that's always good. All right, pal.
Both learning your trade, but both having experiences of fighting abroad as well, which is quite interesting. Yourself being down under, Mick Dundee land, him being sort of in the States learning his craft and having a few fights. It's interesting sort of crossroads fight for you both. Yeah.
It's as a fighter, I don't really care who you fight or where you fight, you know, that way. And I'm pretty happy that he's coming to Belfast. This is only my second time fighting in Ireland, you know, so this is going to be my 14th fight. So it's interesting for me to fight in Ireland, and I'll have a massive support here. It's brilliant now, I have to say, it is brilliant, but it doesn't bother me where I fight, to be honest, whether I'm fighting at home or whether I'm fighting abroad. It's all the one. All right, pal.
Coming off the back of a good win over Ian Bailey, did you happen to watch that fight, and have you seen much of John Boy Quigley?
No, I watched one fight, but it was like 4 years ago or something, you know what I mean? I forget who it was, but to be honest, I trying to be the best boxer that I can possibly be, you know, that way. I'm training to be a world champion. I'm not really I don't really look at too many fighters and think, oh, I'll have to do this or I'll have to do that, because you don't know. Styles make fights, you know what I mean? So while you're in there, you have to kind of adapt to whoever you're fighting. And I could look at him, and because it was 4 years ago, I could say, well, he does this and he does that, but none of it might happen on the night, and then you're a bit shocked. Whereas if I go in there and not knowing too much about him, I'll suss him out there and then, and I'm not shocked then. I don't get that shock factor, you know. So yeah, no, he's a good fighter though. He is a solid fighter, and anyone that I've spoken to about him have said nothing but good things about him, you know, that way. So he obviously, he's 14 and now, so he's got there for a reason, you know what I mean? So he's no mug. He's definitely no one to be looking over.
Are you expecting it to go to the trenches? Are you expecting it to be one of those fights that people remember?
Yeah, I'm hoping it does. You know what I mean? They're the interesting fights. They're the fights I want to be involved in, you know. But whether it happens or not, I don't know. Like I said, still make fights, so I could go in there. It could be an absolute boring fight, which I do. But I think this is going to be a very interesting fight. I think this is one that could possibly steal the show, you know. I don't know, but I know I'm going to prepare for a really hard fight and the best Johnny Quigley that's going to come. So it's going to be an interesting fight, you know. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. This is a massive opportunity for both of us. And the same with him. I've took on my big opportunities and I've grabbed them with both hands. So this is his opportunity. So that's why I can't underestimate him in the slightest, because he's coming to take what's mine, you know, that way. So it's going to be an interesting night, you know. Lads, what's the story, lads?
Well, lads, I know you're pumped for this, and it's got nothing to do with the Survivor weekend you've been on. I mean, throwing the beard and living off the land, fantastic achievement, it really is. Especially to put yourself through it before big fights.
Yeah, exactly. Like, see, the thing is, when you get in the ring, then it's not hard. You know what I mean? I'm always active. I'm always staying hard. I'm always training. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be an interesting one, you know.
We're seeing Paddy Barnes fighting for his first title as well on the card.
Yeah, this is a brilliant card. I have to say, this card, the longer it goes on, the bigger the fights are getting kind of added to it. You know what I mean? This is a very interesting card, and it's massive for Ireland. You know, these are a lot of really good fighters coming from Ireland, and it's about time as well. Like, a lot of time we have to go over to England or go abroad to get these good fights, and now this is back in our hometown, so it's time for the people to kind of start and get behind us and buy these tickets, because the thing is, if this is a sellout, it's only going to progress, and we're going to have bigger fights and better fights in the future in Belfast and maybe in Dublin. You know what I mean? So this is what we have to perform. The pressure is not on me. It's on every single Irish fighter kind of fighting. You know, even though it's like, it's good, we're all fighting at home. We have to impress, so people want to come back again and see us again. You know, there's no point in going in there and just winning and being boring, because that's not what it's about. I want to be exciting. I want this to be a good, interesting fight. You know.
Interesting point you make about having to go abroad to get the opportunities. Before the MTK and Frank Warren was sort of putting on big shows here in Belfast.
Yeah.
A lot of Irish fighters would have had to gone on the road to potentially last minute 2-week notice fights.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes a big difference.
And like for instance, the one in Germany, that was 2 weeks notice, you know, and that was my first time rounder. But I jumped at the opportunity. But I think if we had regular fights in Ireland, now I would have jumped at that opportunity because it was the heavyweight championship of the world. That's a massive fight to be on, so I would have jumped at that regardless. But at the same time, I had no options at that stage. I wasn't fighting. I wasn't getting regular fights. So if you're getting a fight on 2 weeks notice, you better be ready. You have to be ready all the time.
And that comes to yourself keeping yourself in tune, keeping yourself at the weight.
Yeah, exactly. So lucky enough, I was fit and I was ready, and then I was only training for a 6th rounder, and it ended up being a 10 rounder. I had to just take the opportunity as it came. The man was dangerous. He had 14 knockouts, you know what I mean, and he had 16 fights. So I think it was like my 8th fight or something like that. So that was massive for me even to go and have to take that opportunity. But the thing was, I had to take that opportunity because I didn't know when my next fight was going to be. You know, I was frustrated training all the time, and there was nothing coming my way. So now with these fights happening in Ireland, we're getting 7 weeks notice and stuff like that. It's absolutely brilliant. All right, pal. How are you, brother? Good.
Right, Jerry.
It's on, Jerry.
Will Wilson be at the fight? That's what we want to know. Will Wilson be there?
Wilson Hill.
You don't know that, is there?
No, I'm only a pup. You have to remember, mate. I'm only a young pup.
God, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. Listen, I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very much for coming to our full TV. We're excited about the press conference today. If anything does happen, gets a bit spicy, give us a bit of time.
Hopefully it does. And come here, I just want to say thank you to all my sponsors. I want to say thank you to MTK for getting me this opportunity. This is a massive opportunity. And I'm sure a few more sponsors are going to hop on board. That's why I'm not going to shout you all out yet, because you're kind of texting me and it's rolling in. But main thing, thank you to MTK for getting me this opportunity. Representing today, baby.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate your time.